What's up, guys? It's Matt, and welcome back to NFL Picks. We're in week 5. I pulled ahead. I went 13-3, dude. I went off except my team. My team didn't go off. My own team didn't go off. But yeah, I'm not upset. Like everybody picked so the games I lost, right? I picked the Bengals. Who didn't pick the Bengals that game? I lost the Dolphins Bills. That was a good game. Like going into it, 50-50. And then Commanders Eagles. They went to overtime. So that was my upset pick. They almost got it. So, like honestly, a W week. I'm proud of myself. But yep, I pulled ahead by 2 games. Only 2 games. Like you had that big of a lead, which was crazy. But yeah, let's get into these picks, man. Thursday night. We got the Bears versus the Commanders. And this is a nominee for an ass beating for sure, but I don't think it's going to. I do think it maybe an upset, but I didn't do it. I'm going with the Commanders. I think the Bills are just that good. Like, they blew out the Commanders, and then the Commanders almost beat the... Like, I think the Commanders are a very good team, but they're getting some bad draws of opponents. Well, here you go. Here's a good draw for the Commanders. They should be 3-2. Oh, yeah, we could talk about last game. Bears had a 28-7 lead and blew it to the Broncos. That's... Yeah, the Chargers would be proud of that. But Commanders, very overtime with the Eagles, very close to winning that. I think Terry McLaurin was in bounds, and they should have kept going on that drive. So yeah, it just adds more reason to why I think the Commanders just have this on lock. Bears will be tanking for Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison, as long as the Panthers keep losing. All right, moving on. We got the London games. The Jaguars, they just belong in London, man. And I gotta say, this is a pog match right here. Just because the Jags play so different in London than any other team. Like, that's their home field, like I said last week. That's just their home stadium. I'm sorry. And then you got the Bills, who are literally like the best team. Probably playing like the best team in the league in the last 3 weeks, honestly. Just blowing out opponent after opponent. Even good opponents, like that Jets loss just sparked them. Like they're on their villain arc. I'm telling you. But this is a tough one. I'm gonna go with the Bills. They're just playing so much better. But I would not be surprised if the Jags win this game just because they're in London. And what do you got? You got the same thing as me. You could see them winning, right, though? I think it's a pretty good match. Good match. Especially because the Jags, blew the Falcons out in the Toy Story game. It was pretty fun to watch. And, it seems like their offense is getting back on track a little bit. But I just think it's not enough. All right. Saints, Patriots. Saints. They got blew out by the Buccaneers. Blown out. I think it's because Derek Carr had that injury, but I think he'll be fine now. Patriots suck. Absolute asshole. They just went down 28-3 at halftime to the Cowboys, and you're like, oh shit, Patriots are down 28-3. It's time for Mac Jones to shine, and he just throws a fucking pick. Yeah, so I think the Patriots are done, and I kind of predicted this in my beginning record predictions, before the season started. I think the Patriots and Steelers dynasty and reign are falling. They're gonna fall off a cliff this season, and it's looking good. Honestly, it's looking like a good prediction. I think the Patriots and Steelers are done, and they're finally gonna just lose a bunch of games, and yeah. But I'm going to go with the Saints here. I could see an upset, though, just because Derek Carr could still be a little bit injured. Just not being able to throw or do anything. Uh, kind of looking like Joe Burrow, where he just can't throw the ball anymore. Uh, so yeah, I'm going, but give me the Saints because they just seem like a more winning team right now, and they have their defense is solid. Yeah, I just like everything more. Um, oh yeah, for sure. Next up, we got Titans versus the Colts. The Titans blew out the Bengals. Derrick Henry threw a fucking touchdown. More touchdowns than Joe Burrow that week. And then the Colts went to overtime with the Rams. That's the same week, right? Yeah, yeah. They were down 23-0. Get this, 23-0. Their new rookie quarterback comes in and he fucking takes them to overtime. Comes all the way back, 23-23. And they go to overtime, and then the Rams score a touchdown. And the Rams win. So, like, this is a good game. But, so it's an upset watch. But give me the Titans. They just look good. Derrick Henry looks pretty good, too. Divisional matchup, obviously. And you're going with the same answer, though. I need to see a little bit more from the Colts, like, in the first half, right? They seem to just be coming back last second to win these games, sending them to overtime. Colts were in overtime 2 weeks in a row to the Ravens and the Rams. So, like, I just need to see more offense at the start, They just go down too much. So I just need a little more trust. You got a little more trust here. Give me a reason to trust you. Oh yeah, facts. Now you got the Ravens and the Steelers. The Ravens blew out the Browns without Massage Watson and Bill Cosby, Massage Watson, and the Steelers got blown out by the Texans. Texans are an up-and-coming team, I'll tell you right now. But Kenny Pickett went down. That just tells me he's not going to be here this week. Pog match because of AFC North, but I wrote this down before I realized that Pickett's not even playing, so I don't even think this is going to be a Pog match. I think Ravens are blowing them out. Even with injuries. But Steelers somehow find a way. So that defense is so good on the Steelers. Especially against AFC North teams. It's hard to pick against the Steelers in AFC North battles. It really is. They could go like 6-0 in the AFC North and then lose every other game. Like, they're just that good against division opponents. But, and yes, even with an injured quarterback, they'd still find a way. Their defense is just so good. I'm going with the Ravens, though. I think they'll be 4-1. All my bias aside. It's tough. It's tough to pick it. You can't pick it. Yeah, you just can't trust. Like this team, for instance, the Panthers playing the Lions. Lions look like one of the best teams in the NFC right now, and their division. Like, I think they're gonna blow their division out of the water this season. What do you think? I think the Lions are gonna win this game, obviously, and then they're gonna become 4-1. And yeah, I just don't see anything happening. Trying to take a drink there. All right. Next up, we got the Texans and Falcons. The Texans blew the Steelers out of the water. Like, amazing game. I've never seen a team with a rookie quarterback destroy the Steelers like that and their defense. They carved them. The Texans honestly look like the best team in their division. Like, they're all 2-2, but wow, the Texans are hot. They are flaming hot. They're on fire. Oh yeah, they are blazing right now. And with the Falcons having like a really meatball week and goose egg against the Jags in London, I gotta pick the Texans here. I think it's a pretty even match though. I just think the Texans are just that good on offense right now. I can't believe they're so good. Because they don't even have, like, starting O-line playing. Like CJ Shroud is just insane. Ugh. All right. We got the Giants versus the Dolphins. The Giants are just... The Giants are just piss poor, man. They just... I don't think their schedule is doing them any favors. They got the Dolphins this week, and then they got the Buffalo Bills at home. This team is in big trouble. Big trouble. Yeah, they're playing a team who just scored 70 not too long ago. I'm sorry, it's a fucking... I've picked 3 ass beatings towards the Giants, 3 in a row. This is the 3rd in a row for the Giants. Because they're not doing anything. Why do you think I'm picking them? Like, people are going to be like... What if people are like, well, why do you keep picking the Giants? Because they suck. And there's no sign of them getting better. Saquon Barkley is not coming back anytime soon. At least the Bengals have proven themselves in the past. But, my God, the Giants suck. They are they're getting pissed because they're losing so mad. They're tackling players on the other team. Like they're getting themselves in trouble too. This team is a mess. This team is I cannot believe they made the playoffs last season. Props to Brian Daboll, but their team is so dysfunctional right now. Not even him can save it. Give me the fucking Dolphins. Jesus Christ, I'm sick of looking at this logo. I'm tired of it. Disgrace. Speaking of disgraces, I got my favorite team, the Bengals, playing the Cardinals. This looked like a pretty easy game before the season started, right? This is not easy anymore. This is not easy anymore. The Cardinals are really good. They are really good. They're gonna win a lot of games. I can't. They're so bad. What? You want to know my input? Rest Joe Burrow until after the bye week, because he can't throw to anybody. He can't run. He can't scramble in the pocket. He's just stiff. He's stiff after he drops back to pass. He is stiff. He can't move. He's like Ben Roethlisberger in his last year. He can't do anything to help this team. It's all on the defense, and that defense just had a very bad week. So if that happens 4 more times, we're out of the playoffs. The defense has to carry if Joe Burrow isn't out there. If Joe Burrow is out there. Until he gets fixed and actually recovered, we need to play a backup quarterback. It's because he can actually run in the pocket. He can do things in the pocket, even though he's a backup quarterback, right? We're not going to be able to... Joe Burrow, and Joe Burrow wants to play. He's literally playing this game. I'm scared. I'm scared to watch this. He better have something up his sleeve because everything is just bad. Defense was really bad. The play calling was atrocious. I think the play calling is bad because we're trying to... the play calling is towards a healthy Joe Burrow, right? Where he can scramble in the pocket, design, run, but nothing's working. You want to know why he had so much pressure is because he can't move. They're planning against it. And the Arizona Cardinals are a good team. They've competed with every team this week. The only silver lining is hoping that the Cardinals have an off week. That's it. I'm picking them, but my God, I'm so sick. The season's over. The season's over. The season's over if we lose this. I want you to know that. We can only afford to lose 4 more games before we're out of the playoffs. I would say, right? I would say the general thing is 10-7, right? That's what you probably want to be in the AFC. So it's I don't know. I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. We can only lose 4 more games, and we don't have cakewalks coming up. All right, let's move on, though. We got the Eagles versus the Rams. The Eagles barely got to 4-0 against the Commanders in overtime. Commanders look really good. Eagles still a little shaky, man. They're just squeaking by. And you know what? Is this a pug match? It is. I thought so. It's a very pug match because the Rams came back in overtime. They just scored a touchdown. Puka Nacua got wide open for a touchdown. Just ran it in. Boom. Rams win. Eagles are just squeaking by. Now the Rams just have Puka Nacua, right? But I think they're getting Cooper Kupp back, and this is going to be my upset. This is my upset. Rams upset the Eagles, and they aren't 4-0 anymore. They're going to be 4-1. And you got the Eagles. I respect it. It's fine. I just think it's the Rams' time to win again. They're gonna get the other receiver that had a triple crown a few years ago, won the Super Bowl. Yeah, I think this team is gonna win this game, and the Eagles are gonna be stunned, and they're home, Cute, oh yeah, this screams upset to me, screams it. All right, but next up we got the Jets and the Broncos. Jets, they deserve to win that game against the Chiefs. I'm sorry, the Chiefs absolutely got bailed out by the refs. And the Jets, Zach Wilson played the best game of his life. He was better than Mahomes that game. And the refs called that terrible hold. Like, okay, I get that there were bad calls against each team. But how many times are the Chiefs gonna get a call for them in the final minutes of the game to just kneel the ball? Like, it's actually ridiculous how many calls they're getting in their favor, and then they just win the game. It's actually fucking stupid. If people are starting to speculate, and for good reason, that Taylor Swift and all the money they're making from the Taylor Swift fans being NFL fans watching the Chiefs game, they're rigging it for the Chiefs to win. This has merit. This theory has a lot of merit. Because why wouldn't the NFL want to make money? And Taylor Swift is in the front of their fucking Twitter page. She's on the home page. So, listen. The Chiefs are a good team, right? But when they're in a close game, they don't lose because they get bailed out. And I think they deserve to lose some of these games that they're not losing. You know? Like, they blew out the Bears, right? And they were competitive with the Jags. They deserve those wins. They did not deserve the Jets. They did not deserve the Jets. They didn't deserve that win at all. I'm like, I want to put 2 and 2 on the Jets and 2 and 2 on the Chiefs. I'll make up my own records. But then you got the Broncos who squeaked one out against the Bears. Zach Wilson has a legacy game, though. I'm going to go with the Jets. So I think he'll keep it up. I hope he keeps it up. He deserved that win, man. So they better win this game now. They deserve a win. That's all I got to say. Speaking of the Chiefs, fuck this team. This is my least favorite team now. It was the Steelers or Browns. It's the fucking Chiefs now. They're getting away with way too much. Their fans are getting cocky. They're getting bailed. I'm hating this team so much. I hate it. But they're going to win. They're going to win. It's a pog match because the Vikings are a great team, but they're going to win. I hope they do. I hope the Vikings win, but I just don't see the refs even giving them a shot. And the Vikings defense is kind of piss poor. So I hope they do. I really hope they do. They just don't deserve the win. I'm sorry. Like, I'm mad at the Chiefs this week. I'm mad at them. I just hate it. And they pulled that flag, by the way. They pulled they called the fucking foul, the penalty, after the guy picked it off. Like, they should pull it while he's holding the guy, right? Pass interference. They pulled it when he caught the ball and took 3 steps. Yeah, tell me it's not rigged. Yeah, tell me it's not rigged. He waited till they caught the ball, and so that indicated that the Jets were about to win. and they fucking called it back. But, yeah, oh yeah, it's rigged. It's rigged. But now we got the game of the week here, in my opinion, on prime time. Cowboys versus 49ers. Cowboys have a fucking amazing defense. Holy shit. Other than the Cardinals game, which I think they have a good excuse because they lost one of their good key pieces, Trayvon Diggs, before that game. But still, yeah, and the Cardinals might be good. But 49ers, they're just doing their job. I don't think they've played anyone good, right? But they're doing their job. They're blowing the teams out that they should be, and they're 4-0. A well-deserved 4-0 team, right? Brock Purdy's playing good. This is a pog match. The 49ers always beat the Cowboys in the playoffs. Always do. They've knocked them out 2 consecutive years. They've been the reason of their downfall. But I look at this Cowboys defense, and I'm like, they got a shot. They got a shot to win this. I think they will. I think the Cowboys will win this game. Call me crazy, but I think the Cowboys are winning this game. There is one bad thing about this, right? Something I've noticed is Dak Prescott, the quarterback for the Cowboys, in a close game, he cannot deliver. In a close game, he throws a pick in the end zone in the final minutes. He throws a pick, or he like fumbles the ball away, does something stupid with the ball, right? He's very anti-clutch. So that's what I'm thinking, right? And the 49ers are definitely going to make this a one-score game. This will be a very close game, right? So if Dak is in that close game, I am relying on him to actually finish the job, which is hard to do. But I think they just have the team to do it. And I think the 49ers are due to lose, right? That's my opinion. So you got 49ers. I respect it. And that is going to be Sunday night. Now we got Monday night, Packers, Raiders. Not too much of a... Not too better of a game, I'd say. We got the Packers versus the Raiders in Las Vegas. Packers got blown out by the Lions. It was not close, trust. It really wasn't. Got the Raiders, who kept a close game with the Chargers, but who hasn't kept a close game with the Chargers because their coach is dog shit. What are we thinking here? Shroud? Shroud? I thought you were muted. What are we thinking here? What do you think of this game? Not who wins, but what do you think? I think it's pretty mid. Oh yeah, it will be. It is. I'll be streaming this game because it's Monday night. Yep. I don't think I've picked the Packers this season. And I'm still not going to. Upset watch, though. I'm going to go with the Raiders. I like Aiden O'Connell. I thought they were pretty good against the Chargers. He just got sacked so many fucking times. Like, it wasn't even funny. Khalil Mack sacked him 6 times alone. He just got murdered in the pocket. I don't think the Packers have that good of a pass rush to do that anymore. Just give me the Raiders. This is my second game picking the Raiders, and I have not picked the Packers this season. I don't know when I'm going to pick the Packers this season. I might never. I might not. Who knows? But, yep, rolling with the Raiders here. You're going with the... Oh, shit. You're going with the Packers. I like that. And then we got the bye week teams. Hey, there's byes this week, dude. We got the Browns, Seahawks, and the Chargers and the Buccaneers. They're doing good. All these teams are kind of picking it up, right? Well, besides the Browns, who didn't play their starter. But those will be the picks, guys. Thank you for watching. Let us know your predictions in the comments below. And Hakuna Matata, I will see you guys next week. Actually, I won't. I won't see you next week. Well, we'll see them on the NFL video next week, but I will be uploading my ass off. I'll be uploading my ass off this week. So look forward to that. But yeah, guys, have a good week. Hakuna Matata, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.